Hello, I'm Michele Neff Hernandez, and I have had the great honor of working with National Fallen Firefighter families for almost 10 years. I'm just here today to talk a little bit about the holidays as we are walking through the end of 2020, and I know for many of us it's been an exceptionally challenging year, and for grieving people, the holidays themselves often bring a higher level of awareness of our grief and often a missing of our person that's specific to memories or times of year. And so for any of you, in particular those of you who are newly grieving, I'm really just sending out a lot of love to you as you're making your way through these holidays. So I have just a few tips for, kind of embracing what we are able to remember and honor with the people that we love, even as we're missing them so much during the holiday season. So my first tip is just to kind of be aware of your boundaries. The holiday season often is an energy drain, even in the best of times. And so when you're grieving, that energy drain can feel significant. And I do also want to just mention that it's not unusual to have your grief renewed at the holidays in particular, because so often our holiday traditions include family memories and members of our family whose presence highlights the absence of the person that we love. So because there's such an energy output for the holidays, my first tip to you is just really to make sure that you're giving yourself space to feel your feelings, to take a break from the craziness if the craziness ensues from, the expectation of trying to make things perfect. Because so often somehow I think the holidays include that expectation. There's a increased level of meaning that we are sort of expected to create. And when you're grieving, it's exhausting just to be grieving, let alone to have an increased level of expectation. So if you can just remember that this is just one holiday season, and so if this one is one you need to take a break from, that's okay. If this is one that you're suddenly feeling a little bit brighter about, that's okay. If you are, really trying to make the best of a challenging situation and have determined that you want to engage in all those holiday activities, that's okay too. Just remember that it's up to you to decide how to spend your energy during a time when the general energy output often is higher. The next tip is to make sure you're making time to do things that fill your heart. And by that I mean, maybe it's a particular activity that you really love. Maybe it's listening to music. Maybe it's spending a little bit of time journaling about how you're feeling. Maybe it's looking through holiday photos. And while many times people feel that may make them extra sad, for some people, that's something that really fills their heart. So you're the only one who knows what fills your heart, but it makes a difference to your energy level to choose things that do fill you up. So the second part of my tips are make sure you spend a little time doing something that fills you up. The third tip is to honor your person, to say their name, to include them in a way that makes sense for you and your holiday season. So there's a lot of different ways to do this, and everyone has their own holiday traditions, and also whichever holiday you particularly celebrate. But I'd like to use Thanksgiving as an example. My husband, who died 15 years ago, Philip, he loved Thanksgiving. And one of the ways that we like to honor him is by talking about the funny antics that he would always do on Thanksgiving. Also, he made everyone run in the morning in order to be able to eat turkey in the afternoon. And so for us, that run in the morning reminds us of him. Maybe for you, it's a particular dish that your person loved. Maybe it's a putting out a photo so that people will have a memory to discuss. Maybe it's calling someone else who misses your person and just acknowledging that you're missing them during this holiday season. But the thing is that we know so often that we're missing a person, a specific person whose presence is really missed in a unique way, because every single person who is a part of our lives has a unique path, right? And if the person that you are grieving, their absence is going to be felt. And so a lot of times people will try to put that aside and carry on as if they weren't in pain, or as if they weren't missing the person who is not physically present at the holidays. And I think that takes a lot of energy as well. And so if I realize that you maybe don't want to have a whole family conversation, or maybe you don't want to bring up something that you're uncertain how people will respond at dinner, but if you can even just call one person and say, I'm really missing, this person I love today, it helps you. It'll help you to recognize that they're still a part of your life, and that the love you have for them can be included in your holidays in the ways that work for you. And so I've just heard so many really creative ways from other grieving people of how they have included their loved one in their celebration. So I would really encourage you to do that. And then my last tip is to allow yourself to embrace the small moments of joy that may come your way during this holiday season. Sometimes we may feel the tiniest bit of guilt around, a lightening of our grief, as if that means that we don't miss our person, or that, somehow diminishes their memory. And I just want to point out that their love is going to last forever, and that in some way you will grieve them forever, because you're going to love them forever, right? Grief and love walk hand in hand. And because you're going to grieve them forever and love them forever, learning to allow joy to sit beside both of those things is part of the way that we make our way forward. And when I say joy, I mean, we could be talking about a cup of coffee. We could be talking about a very sweet conversation you had with someone who also misses your person. We could talk about a beautiful sunrise or a sunset. We could talk about a dream that you may have had that, made you feel closer to the person you're missing. These are all small moments of joy that, if you can allow yourself to feel that joy, it's a good practice for feeling other joys in life as well. It could be a hug from someone you love. It could be a phone call from a family member who you've been missing, who reached out to you. So just remember that there are moments of joy that are woven throughout the grief that we experience in our lifetime for the people that we love and miss so much. So just to do a brief recap on a few tips for making your way through the holiday season. The first is, remember just to manage your energy and choose carefully what you participate in, so that you can make space for the sad feelings that you may be having, and also not set yourself up for, being completely drained. The second tip is to spend some time doing something or being with someone who fills your heart, because we can't pour out of an empty vessel. And so to be able to do some things that fill us up, that makes a difference to our ability to move through. The third thing is to find a way, in whatever works for you and your family, to honor and recognize the person you're missing in some way during your holiday season, whether that's a dish that you make, a picture you put out, an ornament on a tree, a candle on a menorah, a seat at the Thanksgiving table, whatever works best for your family. But take a minute to include your person. It will help to lighten the load of missing them. And then lastly is to allow yourself to feel some joy. And those joyful moments can be as small as something delicious to eat or drink, and as large as, those lifetime moments that you remember forever. Maybe someone gets engaged, or someone's pregnant, or, while some of those things will carry with them sometimes a painful reminder that your person is absent, if we can find a way to sit the pain and the joy side by side, then we don't have to give up one to have the other. So just know that those small moments of joy can grow. And so as you make your way through the holidays, missing someone you love so much, allow yourself space for joy to grow. My friends, take good care of yourselves in the months ahead, and I am wishing you peace in this holiday season. Thanks so much.